every night.
Well, you gotta tell him a bedtime story.
I did tell him a bedtime story. I told him the really scary one about the man who lives in your closet.
Well, see, you can't do that. You can't tell him the same ones that we used to enjoy. You got to turn them around and tell them backwards.
Backwards?
Yeah, you know, instead of saying Cinderella, you gotta say Rendersella.
That don't make no sense.
Well, I tell you what, I'll tell the story to you, and you learn it, and then you tell it to your kid. Okay?
All right, that sounds
All
good
right.
to me.
Once upon a time, in a Corin country, there lived a beautiful girl named Rendersella. Now, Rendersella lived in a kig bassel with her mugly other and her two sad blisters. Sad blisters. Also in this Corin country, there lived a very pransome hens. And this pransome hens was gonna have a fancy fall.
Boy, fancy fall?
That's right. So he invited the people for riles a mound, especially the pitch reaper.
Well, those are the kind you wanted, a fancy fall.
That's right. That's right. Well, Rendersella's mugly other and her two sad blisters, they went to town and bought some drancy fesses, you know, to wear to the fancy fall. Well, Rendersella couldn't go, because all she had to wear was an old roady dag.
Oh.
Well, the day of the fancy fall finally came. Rendersella couldn't go, so she just cat down and tried. Yep, she cat right down there and tried.
Oh, sure.
Now, she was getting there trying when before her appeared her Gary Mudfeather. And her Gary Mudfeather touched her with her wagic man.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Well, before Rendersella appeared a kick boach and Hicks White horses. And the Gary Mudfeather told Rendersella, said, now Rendersella, you be sure and be home before midnight or I'll turn you into a pumpkin.
That wouldn't be good at all.
That's right. So Rendersella made it to this fancy fall. And the pransome hens met her at the door. You see, he was watching all this time from a wedding hinder. And Rendersella and this pransome hens danced all night. And they lay in fuzz. Well, before you know it, the mid-struck clock night, so Rendersella staced down the rares, and just as she beats the rottum, she slopped her dripper. So the next day, this pransome hens, he went all over this Corin country, looking for the beautiful girl who'd slopped her dripper. Well, he finally made it to Rendersella's house. He tried it on her mugly other, and it fitted it. Well, he tried it on her two siggly usters, and it fitted it. And he tried it on Rendersella, and it fitted it. It was exactly the sight right. So Rendersella and the pransome hens, they fell in love and got married and lived heavily after Hamples. Now the moral of the story of the Maury is, if you're going to a fancy fall and you want to have a pransome hen loll in fug with you, don't forget to slop your dripper.